Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in this episode we will be looking at a propagation video of the Echeveria plant. So the Echeveria or the Echeveria belongs to the same family as the stone corp, but the characteristic feature of this plant is that it has these rosette shaped leaves that give it the appearance of a succulent lotus. This is a beautiful polycarp, which means that it is capable of blooming and reproducing many times before it eventually dies. So today we will learn about its propagation. So this can be easily propagated with the help of leaves. However, you would need to take care of few things before you propagate them with the help of their leaves. Now take out the lower leaves of the Echeveria and do not use damaged or wrinkled leaves for the propagation. Always use a semi-old leaf. It is always advisable to keep removing old and dead leaves from the bottom of the plant, because if you leave the leaves to dry and decay in the plant, then there are chances of it harboring fungal infection that could eventually spread throughout the plant and kill it. While removing the leaf, make sure that you twist the plant in the clockwise direction or to your right so that it can easily come off without any damage. Avoid making any upward movement to prevent damages to the leaf. So as you all know, the Echeveria is a succulent and it tends to hold a lot of water. Hence, allow the portion that was attached to the plant to heal for at least 2 days and then start the propagation. This is because the plant at this juncture could be very susceptible to fungal infection and you may not be successful at growing the plant. Or alternately, you can grow this immediately as well, but make sure you add a layer of grit or gravel and place the cuttings on it without watering for a few days. So now let us see on what are the things that are needed to propagate this plant. So we will need preferably sand and some amount of compost, but since I do not have sand at this moment, I will be using 30% soil and the rest will be compost and grit. A small sized container is enough since the roots of these plants are very shallow. After adding the potting mix, I will add additional layer of grit so as to not allow the direct contact between the cuttings and the soil. To propagate most of the succulents from leaves, you should never dip the erstwhile attached portion of the leaf into the soil. You must just lay it down on the surface of your potting mix. Since I have not calloused or in simple words let it heal, I would not be adding water at this moment, but will start sprinkling water from tomorrow. Make sure you do not flush the entire arrangement with water, but just sprinkle or spray it with very minimal amount of water. Avoiding fungal infection at any cost must be your main priority. Place this in a semi-shaded position, preferably in the east direction. After a month or so, you would get this tiny sapling from the leaf cutting. Make sure that you allow the sapling to grow a little more before you transplant the same into another container. Nothing will happen if you transplant it now. However, if you are an amateur gardener, you might end up killing the plant. Now slowly remove the plant with its roots and stem intact. For this purpose, I will be using the tip of a scissor. Desist from using a bigger instrument and damaging the plant. So as you can see, it is very easy to propagate your own succulents at home without spending too much money in purchasing them. Now carefully transplant the succulent into another container that has a drainage hole at the bottom, and also you must use a potting mix which is well draining. I have closed the drainage hole of this container with a broken tile piece. To improve further drainage, I am additionally adding a layer of grit. After the potting mix is added, place the plant in the middle by making a burrow and top dress it with some pebbles or grit. These pebbles that I have here looks a little gaudy, but as the plant grows, it will be removed and replaced with other pebbles. Now spray a little bit of water and place this in a sunny position but not under direct sun. If you are planning to grow this indoors, make sure that this plant faces the south direction because it requires a little more sunlight for it to remain healthy and non-leggy. So folks, with this we have come to the end of yet another episode of Urbanscape Bangalore. I hope you found this video very interesting and educational at the same time. If you did like this video, then please like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links will be given below. Thank you for watching Urbanscape Bangalore. Until we meet again, goodbye.